Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz News and Entertainment with a Buzz. Just imagine you as a parent sending your child to school in this new age of these Viper Picnic, the new wave of criminals in training. You have to deal with students that are bullying other students, students that bullied them own mother and father, lost, dysfunctional home. Students that go to school, bully the teacher, bully the principal, bully the dean of discipline, bully just about anybody. We can kind of understand that this is the new norm. However, when that big bad bully, that big bad wolf is actually a teacher, taking advantage and abusing your child. Sad to say, such is the case of our students. I want you to take a listen, take a look to what the mother or parent or guardian has to say and that child has to say about their experience at the school. And then I'll give my piece.
Moving on. Why I hate last day?
Yeah, tak mula so.
No one of the kerchief.
Oh, you want it?
Beyond you. You call. Why teacher name will get on Christy?
Teacher?
Mr. Gale. Turn on to me, Christy. Knock out Christy with it. When you was back here, Christy? With the mic. Much time you stop in your face with the mic?
Yeah.
3 times. Mr. Gale from Granger School. Going to mash up Christy face with the mic this morning. March. How much? Today, how much?
26.
Today, 26th of March, 2025. Let's see, blood. What's up, all emotes?
Now, people, like I've always said, there are always 3 sides to the story. So the teacher side, the school side, and then the student side, and then we, John Public or the court, should make a final determination of which is the truth, who is lying. When you look at this video, and we see this youth, I don't know, him pants, the belt unbuckle, the pants look kind of slacky tied upon him, and him a walk as if he is not a student. It does not look appropriate as to what students supposed to look like going to school. But I understand he probably went through a traumatic episode based on what the parent is saying, based on what he is saying. No justification for this. Whether in the dress, slacky tidy, there is no source of teacher that is supposed to use a microphone or any other object and hit any student in their face or nowhere, none at all. That type of punishment is not allowed in the school under no sorts of circumstance, especially when, based on what the parent and based on what the child said, he was hit several times in the face. Bust up his mouth, bust up his head, and you saw the kerchief, you saw the head, you saw the bandage around the head. People, I don't know what is going on in these schools in Jamaica when it is not the student, it is the teacher. It seems as if everything has gone haywire, and this is yet the next perfect example, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a video that has been making its round on social media, where there's a group of young men posing with all sorts of tall rifle, all sorts of gun, all sorts of magazine, all sorts of high-powered rifle shots. Don't know who gave them this bright idea that it is a good idea to go on social media and pose, but we know that badness is now on social media. And we know that these persons are fully done and they are going to be fully DEAD whenever the police get wind, if they have not gotten wind of this video as yet. So people, I want you to take a look at this not so beautiful beam footage, and then I'll give my piece.
Active your foot, man. Don't see now, my God. See now. Picture up, my friend.
Come here and my face, man.
Dark. I'm not the AK, my friend. I'm not firing a rifle. Load it back. Dance.
So people, like I said, I don't know the circumstances as to why these youths decide to go on video, make a video, post on social media, especially when their face is showing. But it makes it easier for the police to reference whenever they go and they look for them and they take them out with a warrant of death. Because whenever you do anything like this, based on the present climate in Jamaica, the police are going to want to know who you are, where you are, and from whence you got those tools. And they're going to want to relieve you of that tool and possibly your life if you do not act right. Now, people, like we say, we live in a fully done era in which these gunmen are always chasing, going back and forth on social media, trying to expose themselves. And like I've always said, the higher that the monkey climbs is the more that he is exposed. And these youths are fully exposed, or at least one of them. Like me say, me know them are going to say, well, it's a music video and it is a prop for a music video. People, if you know any sorts of tool, like I know tools, this is a real gun, real magazine. Did not see the AK-47, but we should best believe if them have the magazine and them have the bullets, that tool is probably close. Don't know if somebody they have some sorts of family member that is big, bad and bold, some sorts of gangster. The average citizen is not going to have a whole half a magazine with them type of shot there, was any sorts of AK-47 or high-powered rifle. So the police is going to be very, very interested. And it is going to be interesting with how this plays out. And I hope that when the police go for them, we don't hear the family member, we don't hear community leader saying that they were good boy, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. Because obviously they have bad company, obviously they have bad habits, and obviously they've been doing the wrong thing. So therefore, the wrong thing is more than likely going to send them to the wrong place or the right place, depending on who you ask. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, we know that there is a fully dance culture and we know that there is a jankra culture. Either one of them is not very good. We see some people always claim to them fully dance and them fully bad. Well, people, this dancehall artist decided that he was going to do a song and he was going to talk about himself being a jankra. And it is not as if it was not bad enough that he was going to label himself as a jankra. He actually had a live and in living color jankra on top of his head while he was doing his music video. I want you to take a listen, take a look to this not so beautiful bean footage, and then I'll give my piece.
Why would cheek? Me want pussy every week, cocky bong, smag a cheek, bandang, panganese, flick a tongue, pon my jeans, give the toad, pon the meat, spot, bitch, pon the leash. Well, I beat, pon the cheese, neck a freeze, and no can't stop me again, pussy on the seat, back shot, by your knees, cover ass, cover weight, gunshot, they gonna put on a caucus like a piece. That junk again, what's that to me? Pitching us some little boy, again, family tree, watch your pussy till the weight, but you still like a mommy, when me ask how she feel. Aye! Bad split cup of tea, bad bitch swallow me. Fuck the auntie and the cousin and the niece. Inside the man, the girl, the two kid is a big blood clot, junker. Believe.
So people, you saw the artist, you heard what he had to say, you saw the jankro, everything in life and in living color. What we've come to the realization is that normal is no longer accepted. You have to do some off-the-chain, off-the-wall stuff to get any sorts of recognition. Controversy, drama, sex sells. And whenever you do anything like this, as in label yourself as a drunkard, which is nothing new, but actually to have a live and a living color drunkard on your head and explaining everything why you are a drunkard by flesh, a drunkard by BLOOD. People only in Jamaica. We should not be surprised about anything that we see because we've come to the realization is that persons are going to do shock value stuff because that is what sells, that is what keeps tongues wagging, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off a video that was making its round on social media in which a Jamaican-born man living overseas, he was driving on the road and he was pulled over by the police for some driving infraction. He told the police that he did not have to show them a driver's license and he did not have the proper documentation for the vehicle. However, the police was not supposed to question him. The police was not supposed to be requesting any sorts of driver's license. I am going to give you a little sample of that video, and then I am going to show you part 2 of him, the interaction with the police and that man once again. So this is the first video right here. Take a listen, take a look, just to refresh your memory.
Your documents and driver's.
You know, I've known.
Sit your opinion for me and step on the I'm requesting your documents and driver's.
Why?
Take it.
Why?
Yeah, now the road traffic, this one stopped in the middle of the bridge back just now.
Can you come duck right for me, please? Duck right. And we can go higher.
Documents and driver's license.
I said, can you call duck right? Oh, you don't know me can go higher?
No, we are not interested in that.
No, me can go higher.
Yeah, man.
Higher.
Yeah, I'm not requesting your documents and
I'm
driver's.
supposed to not have none.
If you don't have none, you will.
I know my car.
If you don't have,
You don't know which part them put it.
Alright, where is it?
So people, you had an idea based on that sample of that video where this was going. This man was stubborn like a mule. Well, if you thought that that video was bad, there's a second part. I want you to take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my views.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
name badge.
shit.
Him say I'm a corporal. And he not have a name badge nor a number. Yeah. You don't have a name badge, you don't have a
Why
number.
not touch me?
See this? Man, he don't have a name badge.
We would try to take it as quickly as possible.
And if you make you lose her, flight, you're not going to pay for it. Remember. Say, NUH she lose. And look at now.
Video in the
You
police.
see? What are you? What is your name, sir? What is your name? Corporal, what is your name? For the record. What is your name for the record? What is your name for the record? Are you me a deal with you know? Because if I know make no left man think go be something wrong. Me have a face. Take your number, him alone have number, him more respectable and he have a strike, but he more respectable for even have in number. You don't have a name nor a number, but you work for the government of Jamaica. Who are you? When I spread down the play with you, I'm go find out who me is. Call out a Freeport police station and ask the garden. He's an inspector of police right now. Show him the face there. Show him. And duck right. And I can call more name. Because I don't know fuck. I don't know who not regret.
Just be careful of the language where you use. If
No, freedom of speech.
Yes,
That's me freedom rights.
Just be careful.
No act.
Just be
You can't bring act to law. Law is not act.
Just be careful, yeah?
Act is not a law.
Just,
Act is not a damn law.
just.
Act is not a damn law.
Just be.
Now we are going to kill me?
Just be careful.
Me say me own your mother, your dad, your pitney them, everybody, and me can make a lose a work today. Because you don't know who you play with. But ask Babsy. But ask the whole of the government of Jamaica, who is this man? I wrong when you frigate, remember that? You wrong man. Judge the book by the cover. Me know say no. Me know say no that me no. Me did know say you and you. I'm money now looking at money. Damn criminal and thief. And guess what? I bet you let's get them up here. You want to bet me saying up here? And none of them can lock me up. Me glad you give me, you see you? Me I own you for this. You, me I own for this. I'm going to prove it to you. Remember that. Remember that now. Me must own you or you. Me know your face, you know. Me know your face. And look for me good, you know me too, you know. It's a long time you know see the devil here. Yeah. Long time you know see the brother here.
I got enough of you.
God, that more you do for own me. You can't tell me no. I want to own you, you freak. I want to own you.
Yo, Chano. Don't need Maculas. We can come off.
Me can come a Freeport?
Go on, lock up.
Lock up who? You can't lock me up. What me do for lock me up? What me do for lock me up? What me do for lock me up?
You try to prove a point, you just use it ego.
We thank God for your record, you know. We thank
Ego
God
you
for your
use.
record.
Ego
We
you
call
use.
back them people, you know.
It's ego.
What me do for you lock me up? What you do? What me do for you lock me up? Me not tell me don't
What
license,
breach?
government of Jamaica license.
What breach he committed? What breach?
What is the breach?
Him
What
abuse
is the
you
breach?
as a big man?
Freedom of speech a breach? Me tell us if you lock me up, I warn you. That's it. Hey, you want me own you? You don't know who you not play with. That's all I tell you. I want to own your house. I want to own your land. I want to own you. I want to own your wife. I want to own your family. Anyhow you breach my constitution.
Now, people, this is my disclaimer. I don't know whatever circumstance why that man was pulled over if it was justified. However, if the police pull you over, just comply. It makes it much easier. Show them your documentation, show them your driver's license. But you have a set of persons that feel as if they are too bright for their own goods, sorry. Sometimes these are educated fools. So therefore they have to show and prove that they are bigger than the law and them know the law and they are being violated even when that is not the case. So people like these, we call them extra, and what makes it worse, them like to show off, and then the person that is with them before them talk sense in them head, as in this lady, his friend, his company. She wants to make the situation even worse, so she is facilitating the fuckery. Now people like me say, don't know the circumstances as to why he was pulled over, but I did not see the police being unprofessional. The police just request like what every other police request, proper documentation and driver's license. A simple compliance would have solved everything. Him get the ticket and him go about in business for whatever violation that he did. What is even worse, they are confrontational. They are up in the face of the police that tell them say them are gonna make them lose them job, and them point them finger in the people them face, and they were videotaping, and there is nothing wrong with videotaping your interaction with the police. But whenever you start to get loud and boisterous and physically or verbally abusive to the police, that is when things could have changed for the worse. And I think that the fact that these persons are foreigners, Jamaican born obviously, and not local, the police did not want to take it to the furthest extent because they know say, if and when the foreign press come down, Jamaica is going to get a black eye, and probably they want to save face and save name for Jamaica and the JCF. However, people like me say, these people are lucky that they were dealing with some police that have patience, because it could have went way, way left. Them could have get locked up and cuff up or both, point blank and period.